Hello, good evening. It's Dina coming to you live from North Carolina. Y'all say hey, say hi as you are jumping on. Hopefully my internet connection, I just saw it glitch just a second ago. So I am working on a huge report and my son's on his game. So I hope I hope we can get this done. But if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you drop replay or I missed you down in the comments. If you don't comment, I don't know if you watched, and I want to say thank you. So make sure you comment and let me know you watched. And if you're watching on the replay, I want to say I missed you. So you can always make sure to turn on your live follow notifications. It's very easy. Just tap the screen. You'll get 3 dots up there in the top corner. Toggle on the live notification button, and then you will get an alert when I go live. So hi Anna, good evening. How are you? Hi Alan, how are you doing this evening? Thank y'all for jumping on. As you're jumping on, or if you're watching on the replay, make sure you let me know where you are joining me from. I love to see how far my videos go. And also, please make sure you share this out. So I need to start saying it at the beginning, because I say it at the end, and then people, if they don't watch all the way to the end, they don't hear me say that. But if you share the video out, you get a chance to get entered into my Friday raffle. I do that every single week as a thank you for shares. So sorry about the noise. The air fryer is going. It's right over here beside you guys. So I am actually making chicken. I'm going to make chicken and macaroni and cheese because the chicken is cooked in the air fryer. So hi Beverly, good evening. How are you? How is your? Did I say Tuesday when I came on? It still feels like Tuesday. It's Wednesday. I don't know. But I'm making the air fried chicken recipe that I made a few weeks ago. I'm using chicken thighs. I marinated these in a bag with some olive oil and some seasoning. So I will drop the recipe card for this in the comments when I'm done, and then I will also share the recipe for macaroni and cheese. So who saw macaroni and cheese and thought, what? Hi Brenda, how are you doing this evening? So hi George, how are you? So yeah, I'm gonna make some quick macaroni and cheese, keto friendly macaroni and cheese. So I'm gonna make it with cauliflower. So you don't want to call it macaroni and cheese, you can call it cheesy cauliflower, that's fine. Hi George, how are you? Alright, so I already steamed the the cauliflower. You can use a fresh head of cauliflower if you want. I just prefer to use frozen cauliflower and broccoli just because I never know when I'm going to actually cook it. So I don't want anything going bad in the refrigerator. But some of these heads of broccoli in that bag were huge, and I want to chop this up. I want to chop this up a little bit. So it's more like a consistency. Hey, kitty. Sorry, the cat's down here at my feet, rubbing up against my feet. Hey, Betty, how are you doing this evening? So sorry about the noise. The air fryer is already going with 1 batch of chicken. There were 10 chicken thighs in the pack, so I have 10. They'll definitely be leftovers. And I am just chopping this cauliflower up. I just steamed it. I boiled it. Everybody's like, you didn't steam it. I boiled it and I drained all the water off. Usually I would pop the lid back on and let it steam and finish cooking, but I'm gonna make macaroni and cheese with it, so I didn't want it to be too mushy because it's gonna continue to cook in the cheese sauce. So I was trying to cut the recipe in half to I don't know. This is a whole bag of cauliflower, so it's probably gonna make more than I intend to. What are you doing? Sorry, I had to put her up. Y'all say hi as you're jumping on. Hi Peggy, how are you? Sorry if I missed anybody jumping on while I had to run and deal with the cat. So I don't know if y'all heard on the news here today, we had a tornado here in North Carolina. Pretty close to where I'm at. Actually my power flickered just a little bit, but everything's okay. It didn't hit our area, but it wasn't far. It was about probably 20 minutes from where I'm at, just in the probably hear about it on the news. I think the biggest thing you'll hear about is the Pfizer building took a direct hit. All right, sorry if I'm scraping this pan. Hopefully it's not hurting your ears. Hi, Athena. Is it Athena? Is that how you say your name? Hi, Lori. How are you? Some of this cauliflower is a little hard to chop because, like I said, I didn't completely cook it. But y'all see how I kind of got it a little bit smaller and smaller pieces, almost so it's more like a macaroni and cheese texture. All right, I think I got it pretty good. I make this at Thanksgiving too, this cauliflower macaroni and cheese. So if you're keto, you have something there you can eat. All right, so I'm gonna pull these chicken thighs out of the air fryer and put the next batch in. I did these for 12 minutes on each side. Like I said, I will share the recipe, but basically it's just chicken thighs with some olive oil and then some spices, garlic, salt, pepper, onion, and paprika, I think is it. And then I cooked them in the air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, you can cook them in the oven, but if you have an air fryer, definitely use it because it crisps the skin up. So these are skin on. It's really good. And I will share the recipe for this. I just marinated these for about 30 minutes, so you don't have to do anything, you know, for a long time. I'm horrible at prepping. I had dinner prep. All right, I'm gonna cover these up with tin foil so they don't get too cold while the next batch is cooking. My air fryer is not that big, so I have to do them in separate batches. Hi, Christy. Hi, Shelly. How are you? All right, we're gonna get the next batch of chicken thighs in, and then I'm going to make the macaroni and cheese for you guys. It's really a cheese sauce, and then you throw your cauliflower in. I don't want to get my, let's just throw these in here. So I made these just a few weeks ago. Who made these? If you're following me and you're not new, speaking of new, make sure you drop new in the comments if you're new so I can welcome you. When I cook these on the first side, I like to do skin up, and then when I flip them over, of course skin down for the second half of cooking. Just depending on how, these are pretty big chicken thighs. Usually I do 10 minutes on one side or 12 minutes on one side and 10 minutes on the other, but these are a little thick thighs. Who can relate? So I'm doing these 12 minutes aside. I can barely get 5 in there. All right, so I'm not going to turn this back on right now. We will turn it off when we get all done with here, because I don't want it to be loud and y'all can't hear me. Hi, Emmanuel, how are you? All right, so we're going to make the cauliflower, the macaroni and cheese. So we're going to make the cheese sauce first. You can put this in a casserole dish once you're done mixing everything together when you put it in the oven. This pan can go in the oven, and I am all about not dirtying up dishes I don't have to dirty up. So we're gonna just stick this pan in the oven. All right, let me preheat. Sorry, I've been working on a report today. My brain is like fried. Hi, Sandy, how are you? All right, so we are going to start out by melting some butter in the pan, about a tablespoon. And I was really trying to cut this recipe in half, but I don't think because I did a whole bag of cauliflower, I think I'm gonna have to make the whole thing. So right here, I'm just making the cheese sauce. We got butter, we have some heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna need more. Hi, Phyllis, how are you? Thick thighs, what did you season them with? So I put them in the pan, I put them in a plastic, in a large plastic bag. I put olive oil on them, And then I put some salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, and oregano on them. And I will drop it in the comments when I'm done, the recipe card for the chicken thighs. So it is like the best seasoning mix. So it's really good. That's not a new recipe because I've made that one before. So this one is kind of new. I've made cauliflower macaroni and cheese before, but it has been a while. So, all right. So once this butter melts, we're going to put in the heavy whipping cream, and then we're going to put in some cheese. I don't have any, whatever kind of cheese you want. So I am actually going to use, this is our favorite in our house. We kind of like the mixed blend cheese over the cheddar. I do sometimes buy cheddar, but it didn't smell very good, so I threw it away. I'm going to add in some mozzarella cheese to mine. So I'm going to do a mixture of the cheddar, the Colby Jack, and mozzarella cheese for the cheese sauce. And then we're going to do salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I want this butter to melt all the way because this whipping cream, the heavy whipping cream, is cold. So it will not help the butter with melting. Sounds fantastic. Yummy. Yeah, I've actually made it before using cream cheese. This recipe doesn't have cream cheese in it, so it's a little bit different than the one I've made before. So what are y'all having for dinner? Y'all let me know. What are y'all having for dinner this evening? Hi, Carrie. How are you? Yummy cheese. Yeah. Anything with cheese. And I'm actually going to put bacon on the top of it, too, so there's that. Everything's better with bacon. Hi, Edith. How are you? All right, so we're going to put in this heavy cream. I think I had a little more than half a cup. Go ahead and add some salt and some pepper. About 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon. And of course, we're using Himalayan pink salt. This is not pepper, I know. This is garlic powder. About 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then pepper. Probably about 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I have to turn this up so it'll come to a simmer because, like I said, that heavy whipping cream was cold. 3 cheese blend macaroni and cheese. Yeah. Like I said, you add whatever cheese you want to add to it. If you want, the thing about if you do all cheddar is it's a little greasy because you get the grease from the cheddar cheese. So if you mix in mozzarella, you won't get that grease. I don't know if y'all saw when I was making the cheese crisp last night in the microwave, that grease that comes off of that cheese. I mean, it's natural. It's cheese. But when you start using the orange cheeses, the harder cheeses, you're going to get that, that oily taste. So use more of like a mozzarella cheese and you won't get that. So vanilla proton. I think I got 1 vanilla proton left, Carrie. They got to bring that back. I was so disappointed this month when they didn't bring it back. But I don't know, Carrie, it might not be available where you're at, but if y'all are drinking ketones and you didn't see, Tangerine Dragon is back today only. So if you've been waiting to try this, if you're new and you've been waiting to try it, it is back today only. Sorry, I almost forgot to tell y'all that. Hi, Darlene. How are you doing this evening? I love Colby Jack cheese. That's my favorite, or pepper jack cheese. I love, and of course, mozzarella. All right, so we're just going to bring this to a simmer. I think I turned it down instead of up. My brain's tired. All right, so once this comes to a simmer, we're going to put in the cheese. And then once the cheese melts down, so you're going to put in half the rest, whatever the recipe calls for, you're going to put in half now. And then you're going to mix in your cauliflower, the cauliflower we were chopping up when I first started. And then we're going to top it with the rest of the cheese. So that is when you would probably move it to a casserole dish if you want to make it fancy. I'm going to leave it in the pan because I don't want to dirty up any extra dishes. You could also probably cook your cauliflower in the microwave and not even dirty this dish. right, so it's starting to come to a boil, so we're gonna add in some cheese. We're gonna add in some mozzarella cheese to this. But yeah, what cheeses would y'all add in? Would y'all stick to the traditional cheddar? Like I said, you can add some cream cheese to this too. It would make it actually even more saucier, I guess that's what I should say. All right, so once this melts down, I'm gonna add in, and it's pretty much already melted. I'm gonna add in this steamed cauliflower. Oh, look at that sauce. Can y'all see? I know I got this pan in the way, sorry. Look at the sauce. Doesn't that look good? All right, so we are going to, before this starts burning, we turn that down. We're gonna add in this chopped up cauliflower. You can actually use cauliflower rice too. It would make it even finer. I'm actually gonna move this because it's getting too hot and I don't want the cheese to burn. Yum, yes. Hi Joanne, how are you? Colby mozzarella, parm. Yeah, Parmesan would be good on it too. Cheddar. Yeah, you probably have everything. If you have some cauliflower in your freezer, which if you watch my grocery hauls, you probably do, and you're following keto, you probably have everything that you need to actually make this. It's really simple. All right, so that's pretty much done. We're gonna put a little bit of cheese on top of this. We're gonna add some bacon bits. So I'm just gonna use these bacon bits. If you have bacon from breakfast or whatever, you could use that. I have the oven at 375 degrees. So I'm gonna just pop this in there for just a few minutes to get the cheese to melt on top. Actually, I'm not gonna add any mozzarella to that. Let's add the bacon. You do already. Got you want macaroni and cheese tonight? Some cauliflower macaroni and cheese? I'm telling y'all, cauliflower, you can do a lot with cauliflower. We eat the cauliflower mash all the time. And I actually thought about doing cauliflower mash tonight, but I was like, you know what? I want to do something a little bit different. Let's see. I've made like a potato salad, a mock potato salad with cauliflower before. So we're going to pop this in the oven, 375 for just a few minutes. It's an oven-proof pan, so like I said, you can transfer it to a baking dish if you want. I'm just not going to dirty up an extra dish. Let's see, we'll put this on like 8 minutes. So that's pretty much it tonight. We are having the chicken thighs, and I got to get this going in the air fryer, the second batch, and then the cauliflower macaroni and cheese. So you have you used keto bread? Yeah, I love keto. Well, I don't eat it a lot. My favorite kind of keto bread, and I do keep it in the refrigerator because I don't eat it a lot. But this is the kind I buy, and it tastes just like bread. This is a Solo. A lot of Walmarts carry this, and my favorite is the sweet and buttery bread. So it is more of a dirty keto thing. So if you're following strict keto or usually lazy keto, which I know I do follow lazy keto, you really kind of want to avoid the breads, but every once in a while I want some bread. So, but this is the kind I kind of keep on hand whenever I want to have some bread. So yeah, just see what kind your grocery store has. Some are not really that good. So I've tried so many different keto breads. The one at Aldi, the keto bread at Aldi, it's like the blue package. I don't know if I have any left from Aldi. I don't shop at Aldi very often, so yeah, we still have some. This one that come from Aldi, actually this one I think was in the freezer. My son took it out. This is the Aldi brand. It's actually really good. I just don't shop there a lot, so If I go to Walmart, I get the solo bread at Walmart. Solo, yes, that's what it is. Solo bread. So hopefully that helps, Christy. These are my favorite too. A lot of people have different opinions. You know, it has to taste like bread. Like, it can't be crumbly. Some of the keto culture bread at Walmart, I have found that they're not that great. So, hi Hamza, how are you this evening? Hi Abid, how are you? Let's see, did I miss anyone else jumping on? If I did, I apologize. We are wrapping it up. We made chicken thighs, and we made a cauliflower macaroni and cheese. You can call it cheesy cauliflower if you want. I'm gonna say it's macaroni and cheese. There's just no noodles in it. Aldi blue package. Yes, there is another one at Aldi. I think it's a red package that is more of a higher, it's like a whole wheat. So if you want the whole wheat, the blue one is more like a white bread at Aldi. So some Aldis have it, some don't. So sometimes you got to look several times. So sometimes Aldis have the bagels. Aldi is the only place I've ever seen keto bagels. And I haven't seen them in a while. We have like 3 that are about the same distance from us, about 30 minutes. So hi Elizabeth, how are you? Got to the end. Yes, we made chicken thighs tonight, which I made in the air fryer not too long ago, so it was like a repeat recipe. And we made cauliflower macaroni and cheese. So I will share the cauliflower macaroni and cheese recipe down in the comments, and I will reshare the recipe card for the chicken thighs. It is also over in my bio, so if you go over to my link tree, if you're new, make sure you're putting new in the comments, and especially if you follow keto, so I can get you access to my resource group and also get you a link to my own resources with all my recipes. So the recipe for the chicken thigh is in there. It's been in there for a few weeks now. So, and I know a lot of people have made it and shared it. So hi Janice, good evening. How are you? But I appreciate y'all jumping on this Wednesday. Hopefully you're staying cool. It is hot here. The weather has been crazy. We had tornadoes earlier today. They didn't hit my house, but they were like 20 minutes from here. But everybody's okay. Luckily, there's no damage. They said it was it lasted like an hour, and it was like a 20-mile span. But thankfully, there were no damage. So, of course, prayers to the families that their homes were damaged, because a tornado is awful. So thank you, Elizabeth, for sharing. Hi, Nick. Good evening. How are you? But I appreciate y'all jumping on, and I will see y'all back sometime tomorrow. I will try to go live at lunch tomorrow. I hate not going live at lunch, but I have just been so busy at work. I do work full time. I do this kind of in my spare time. I love helping people with resources, following Lazy Keto. I love giving back, and also sharing with you guys helps me stay accountable. I have a lot of people that are like, yeah, I did the ketone, I've done keto, I'm just not consistent. Well, share with people, because actually sharing actually helps you be more accountable, because people are like, what's she up to tonight? Hi, Debbie. How are you? Thank you for sharing, Nick. I appreciate that. But too, if you want Tangerine Dragon, if you're already a ketone drinker, make sure you check out Tangerine Dragon. If you want more information about it, let me know. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's a supplement that I actually do use to help with ketosis. I follow Lazy Keto, and I do also drink ketones. I am having gummy bear tonight. It's so good. But Tangerine Dragon, we have been waiting probably a year. It's probably been gone a year. No, it's been more than a year, because I sold my best friend a whole box last summer, and then I ran out. So yeah, I definitely grabbed these today, and I told my friend, you better grab your own, because you ain't getting mine this time. So and Mom with spare time, I know that's that sounds like a fictional story, right? My daughter's grown. She's moved out. She's 26. Will be 26. And my son, he's a teenager. He's 14. But yeah, but I do work full time. So, but yeah, spare time. What is that? What is that you speak of? But I appreciate y'all jumping on. I hope y'all all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.